14 minutes come past 5 o'clock. And hearing my voice at this time, you know that it's time for the Sisterhood with Andre and the girls. Good evening to you, wherever it is you are at the moment. I hope that you're having a great evening. How is work? If you're still at work at the moment, how is work going for you? And if you are already on your way back home, how's the ride back home? And then, how's the morning going? How did the morning go for you? I hope that overall you've been having a great time. Right here on the Sisterhood, if you're just tuning in for the first time, we have one issue or the other to talk about when it comes to we females. I know they say we all have one issue or the other. In fact, now we got issues for head, but you know, that's why we're here. We have to talk about it. Yes, my name is Andrea, host on the show, and guess what? I'm not alone. I've got them beautiful girls with me, baby, as well as Yemi. What's up, girls?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
The way you answer, but like it's just so cool. Like, how did your day go?
Good, pretty good actually.
How about you?
Very well.
Oh, I see that. All right, so today there's something very juicy we'd like to talk about. Something that we don't really talk about, and we do it almost every single day of our lives. Trust me, every single day of our lives, we find ourselves either doing it or doing it behind someone or doing it to someone. I say one way or the other in our lives, we've actually done that to somebody. We can't disagree to that. We've somewhat done that to somebody. Now, you want to know what we're talking about? We'd like that you keep it locked right here on the Sisterhood with Andre and the girls. Do not move away. We'll be right back at you. All right, that T-Way Savage doing bad. Yes, T-Way Savage featuring Whiskey on that particular track. Check your time. It is 5:22 on the clock. It's still Sisterhood. My name is Andre. Remi's here as well as Yemi. And then, yes, like I said earlier, what we're talking about today is something that we all somewhat we find ourselves doing. And, we do it to ourselves. Or we do it to someone, or we do it behind someone. Okay, so for a second, let's talk about body shaming. Yeah, it's really, I would say that it's more common to the female folks than that of the men. You hardly see men being body shamed, but it's very common for you seeing a woman being body shamed. Or probably mocking an individual, maybe because of the body size, what that person is putting on or something. And it's actually a very bad thing to do to an individual because somewhat that dampens that person's self-esteem. And my question somehow, this comes to my head most of the time, is it because of the advent of social media, or is it just because of some people and the way they dress? Would you say that it is okay for people to body shame you because of what you're putting on?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
So, what I think generally the society is really toxic. Everybody is looking for who to blame for what, or who to who to transfer aggression to. Do you understand? So it's like everywhere you go, somebody is ready and willing to make you feel bad. So I don't think it's limited to those who have dressing issues, or maybe somebody's not well dressed. Although that helps with the body shaming. But whether you are badly dressed or not, people are ready to body shame.
We've seen girls or women who are large in size or dark skinned or too light skinned, and you hear people say things like, this one is too light,
why are you so white,
or why are you so dark, or why are you so big, or why are you so slim, and all of that stuff. Is it actually their fault to look that way? Is there a problem in people looking too fat, or people looking slim, or looking too dark or something? Is there a problem?
Personally, I think we're also missing too short and too tall.
And too tall, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you are too tall, you won't find a man that will marry you because you are too tall. If you are too short, auntie, why are you so, why so close to the floor? Personally, I think body shaming comes from somehow indirectly, funny enough, ironically, comes from self-esteem. Now, most people feel intimidated sometimes by how you look. If you're too dark, it's, why is she so perfectly dark? She's just, perfect. She doesn't even have to stress about pimples. She doesn't even have to stress about, this, that. She doesn't have to. So because of that is, why are you dark? Why are you just too dark? Or if you're too light, it's this one is just like boys are just following this one up and down. Why are you light? Why are you just too light? You're too light. And then if you're too short, is she's short, she's cute. Everybody's shouting she's cute up and down. Why are you too short? So somehow I think it comes from self-esteem, either lack of self-esteem or just really low self-esteem, and they just feel the need to make someone feel smaller than they are. But when you already feel like, oh my god, I have a problem with myself, I am too short, I am too tall, you just feel the need to, am I the only one? I can't be.
But I want to say something. Who gives you that right to say that you are too tall or you're too short? I mean, what is there like? Should that be how a perfect person should be like, or perfect person should look like?
I think that the way a perfect person should look like is suggested to us by the media.
I was going
by the things that we see around us. You see a poster of a girl modeling for maybe a company that makes cream, or something that has to do with beauty.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then she's very fair. That sends a message that if you use our cream, you will be fair. Or you'll be fine like this girl, and probably this girl is fine because she's fair. So for you to be as fine as this girl, you have to be fair too. So people go to buy the cream because they believe fair girls are the fine ones. Do you understand? So people just keep feeling like, this is the perfect picture. This is what we're supposed to look like. So I need to get to that.
Okay, now talking about the media, would you say that the media somewhat has that sole role, or has got that role to play when it comes to body shaming, when it comes to forming that opinion on how a perfect person should look?
Well, although I agree with you, but I won't say that the media has 100% blame on how, portraying someone. For the media, I think the media just brings out what will sell as a brand. For instance, I have a toning cream. I would most definitely want to sell my brand using a lighter person or someone that has a lighter skin, just because I want to sell my brand, not with the aim of saying this is perfection, everybody, but it's just with the aim of, this is what sells my brand. So if I watch the video and I feel like that's what perfection is to me, then it's a thing of my mind to decide, okay, I think I need to be light-skinned, to be beautiful or to be perfect. So I don't think the media exactly says, this is perfection. I think media just says, okay, this is what sells my brand.
It's only when you are aware that, okay, this is who I am. That's when you can say no.
When does that awareness start?
This is the 21st century. I think we are already aware. This is the 21st century. You know that. You even know that the way this person looks on TV is not how this person actually looks.
You know that everybody knows that.
You see behind the scenes. You see behind the scenes.
Not everybody knows that. See, social media, people are really influenced by social media. I remember I was watching an episode of Jennifer, and then it was something about social media and how to dress, how to look. See, people are deciding what to do with their lives based on what they see on social media. Not everybody is aware that social media shouldn't. People have different orientation. In fact, especially in Nigeria, we want to follow what we see on the internet. Internet is the best place. Internet is where we look to for what we want. So once we see that this person is wearing this dress, that's the trending style. So I need to get what is trending.
Talking about that now, this is what's trending. That's what's trending. This is what's trending. I need to wear that. Now that brings me to this question of women actually putting on not exactly their size of dresses or clothes, or something that doesn't exactly fit them, but because that's what is trending, I have to wear it. And that brings about the people body shaming them, or telling them, or makes it obvious for them to see that this thing does not fit you, my sister. You look this, you look that, you look that way. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say, and I'm about to make a statement. I feel like everybody in the room is going to beat me. I honestly don't believe that there should be a term called body shaming, and I have my reasons. Now, I'm wearing an outfit, and someone is saying this outfit doesn't really fit you. You don't really look good in it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I can wear a particular kind of outfit and you feel I don't look good in it, but then I just feel like it fits me. I look good in it. So I mean, it doesn't. If I'm wearing everything I'm wearing based on, I don't want people to body shame me, I don't want people to, then I would rather not wear anything at all. So basically, I think that you wearing, when it comes to body shaming, I think it's a thing of your mind. I have a very, very personal example. Now, I'm a very short person. I did not know that I was short until I got to university. That was when I knew that I like the reality of I am actually a short person, dawned on me. And it was because of the level of self-confidence and self-esteem I had. Nobody had the guts to body shame me and say, "Ace, auntie, you are short, please go to this side." You understand? But then my younger sister, she's also really short. She knew she was short right from primary school. Like, she knew that she was short, and not in the good way. She knew she was short in the bad way right from secondary school. People bullying her. So basically, I feel like it all has to do with self-esteem and self-confidence. If you have self-confidence enough, nobody will tell you this dress is not good for you. Oh, that shoe is not good for you. Oh, you're too dark. Oh, you're too light. You understand what I mean? If I feel like you're too dark, that's my opinion. Now, the only place we have a problem is when you come to my face to say it. Then we'll have a problem. But if I think that you are too dark, it's my opinion. Honestly.
But really, I think people also have a way that they influence, that they aid body shaming. For example, you're a big person. You have extra flesh in your tummy, and then you wear a crop top with leggings. I mean, that is not pleasant to the eyes, I'm sorry. But it just helps with it just aids the people who are body shaming. It gives them every reason to talk to you anyhow. And like you said, because of the level of self-confidence you had, nobody could come and tell you until you are short. Do you understand? But when you are now giving them reason to tell you that you are short, they will have all the confidence in the world to say until you are short, move to the side.
That's really another thing. That's really another thing, though.
Okay. Pemi is saying that as a lady, you somewhat give people the reason to body shame you. And then Yemi is saying that nobody has the right but yourself to allow for body shaming. I would like that you share your opinion, if you'd like, to talk to us about body shaming. Have you been body shamed before? And what do you think about it? And would also talk about the rise of social media and how it has actually eaten deep. People now have that confidence to reach you and say whatever it is they want to say to you right there on social media. So we need to know more about this body shaming. Some things that somewhat you never knew about, we'll be sharing as well. So listen up. We'll be right back at you. Oh yeah, shout out to you, Choma. Yeah, she did that report. And I like the last part of it. That is for them to, that is those who are victims of body shaming should for themselves develop a thick skin. Because regardless of what and how you would want to portray yourself, thanks to social media or no thanks to social media, you would still be body shamed one way or the other. Just like I said earlier before we went on that break, Pemi is all about the fact that, I mean, what you put on as a lady, or what you wear, or how you act, or how you look, somehow you encourage people to body shame you. But then Yemi is all about the fact that, well, regardless of that, I should have that confidence to put on what I want to put on. And it is me. I mean, it's my confidence. You don't have the right to, except I give you the right to, right?
Yep.
All right. So I want to also know, I mean, the way social media is going. I'm sad for a lot of people. I'm really, really sad for a lot of people. Now, last week, you know, right? Now, last week, we talked about sisterhood, that is, if it is the coming together of we women supporting ourselves and all that. But the truth is, you find a lot of women actually body shaming other women.
It's like, I feel like women are like the ones in front, like the ones that are championing the body shaming. Because, okay, let me put it this way, like she rightly said earlier, because you don't feel so good about yourself, you want, you know that feeling of when we're in school and then you fail a test and then somebody else tells you, I failed the test, you're like, oh, thank God, I'm not the only one. That is exactly the attitude people take. You feel like, oh, my stomach is big. And then you see a fine girl, you're like, this girl is too she can't be perfect. I need to find something bad about her. We need to be in this together. And then you look at her and then you go all the way to her toenails and say her toenails are terrible. Do you understand?
That would be
you
something
have to look,
you
do you understand? That's the thing. I say, what is it? She's not that fine, Jerry. You should see her toenails. Her toenails are black and dirty and this thing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's something that that people do to feel better about themselves because they feel like, no, I can't be the only one in this. We need to be in
on
this
the
together.
same page.
And so we take the same thing to social media. And then the moment you see a picture, you're like, why is your chair dirty, or do you understand, or what's wrong with the clothes you're wearing, why is it not like this, why is it not like this? So social media is actually aiding body shaming. And then you can even hide behind your handle. The person cannot come and beat you.
Beat you, that's true.
So
that's true.
There's even a term for it. They call it savagery. That's the new term for body shaming. It's called savagery, where people just look for something that is wrong. You might actually tweet something. There's nothing wrong with what you tweeted. They will look at your, is it DP they call it now, or Twitter, or whatever it is they call it, AVI. They will look at it and they will now pick it and now start picking out the flaws in your AVI and body shaming, and you will see people cheering you on, going yes, laughing, LMAO, tagging everybody, come and see,
and then it becomes the joke of the century.
It becomes the joke of the century, and that is body shaming.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned something about celebrities, right? Posting pictures, and you hear people come out to say things about them. Let me come from this angle. I think the ex-Big Brother Niger, Uriel, she had her own fair share of it, and people came at her 100%. I think she put on something. She wore a certain dress that didn't exactly flatter her boobs or her front, whatever. So it became a topic. Like, people started talking about it and made a lot of jest, like mockery about her, saying how she looked and all that. Now, my thought, you said something earlier that, if she did wear that stuff and put there, it wouldn't give people the right to say something about her, right? And then she came out to say that she does not care. They can go ahead and say what she wants to say. Who gives people the right to talk to you in that manner? Just like you said, is it that, she gave the room for it, or regardless her giving the room for it, people would eventually talk?
I think people will talk whether she gives room or not. If nothing was wrong with the front part of her dress, they would have found a way to say the dress was not long enough. Or maybe she was not supposed to have pockets in the dress. Human beings will always talk.
Kemen, now, it was Kemen, when he had that issue on in the house, and when he came out, did you hear that he almost committed suicide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the cyberbully or the shaming was extreme. He almost committed suicide. So I'm very sure that we have a lot of people who are being body shamed like that or bullied, and they get through to that stage of actually being depressed. All right, welcome back. Check your time. It is 5:49 on the clock. This is Sisterhood with Andrew and the girls right here on 32 FM 94.9. I'm not alone. Yemi's here. Kimi's also here. Shout out to you, Abdullah, as well as Chioma, and of course, Ogaraf. All right, and then we've been talking about body shaming and how it has really eaten deep into the society and how it has affected a lot of people. Some people they've gone as far as committing suicide. They've gone as far as going through depression and low self-esteem and all of that stuff. And then we were talking about how it can be to a large extent curbed. What do you think?
Yes, and I actually think that the media is beginning to understand how much power they have when it comes to body shaming. When you look at superheroes, like superhero movies, you see that Batman is white. Captain America is white. Thor is white. Spider-Man is white. All of them, and they just had to bring out Black Panther to say, Black people, you too, you can be heroes. And I think that was a strategy that the media used to say, okay, yes, we know that to an extent we contribute to body shaming, and here we are saying we're trying to rectify this. We're trying to say that yes, let's there's nothing wrong with your skin color. Because you're black does not mean you have no value. Because you're black does not mean you can save the world. Because you're black does not mean you can become someone of so much importance. So that was why they decided to go that way and go about that. And then if you also check social media too, you see people really talking about melanin.
Yeah.
That is, you hear melanin popping, up and down. It's because social media to us also seeing that, okay, we body shame a lot. You're too dark, you're too black, although there's still like a large amount of people on social media that still do that, but some people are becoming enlightened enough to say, no, let's stop body shaming people. Because you're black does not mean anything is wrong with you. You're black means you're beautiful. You know, so yeah, I think to an extent that is beginning to change.
So you were saying that absolutely, it's the call is on the media.
Yeah, to a very large extent, yes. The call is on the media, but you know, the call is also on individuals. You know, even when the media says this is what is perfect, even when the media says this is perfection, you know, it takes you to understand that, look, this was how I was created, and you know, the God that created me doesn't make mistakes. So yeah, I think I'm perfect. I think I'm beautiful the way I am. He knew what he was doing, you know, and to know that you are wonderfully made. You're beautiful. You're, you know, and I think it has to do with your self-esteem. You know, to daily look at yourself and speak what you want to be to yourself. You know, and yes, you have pimples. Yes, everybody has pimples. Everybody will have pimples. Yes, you're dark. You're not the only one. Yes, you're short. Trust me, there's someone shorter than you. Like, you're tall. There's someone taller than you.
True.
Basically.
Okay, so how about you? You know, you really emphasized on the fact that you as an individual, you give room for people to body shame you. So how can that work in order to curb this body shaming of a thing?
Oh, okay. So I think what we need to work on is orientation, because generally we have this orientation that the success that we become or how successful we become is determined by what we look like, sort of. True. So we need people to look at themselves based on the value that they can prefer to the world. I don't know, like they should look beyond what they look like and look and have the orientation that no, I'm more than what I look like.
Yes.
I can prefer this solution to the world problems. I can do this, I can do that. I mean, please, if I'm fat, that doesn't stop me from being who I want to be. So I think we need to look beyond, oh, you're black, okay, I'm black, so what?
Okay.
Like, I'm dark, so what? I mean, Lupita Nyong'o is dark.
Yeah.
And she's slaying all the way. Do you understand? So we need to just move, like shift the orientation from what we look like to what we can actually offer. And I think if we do that, then we can.
I think I want to, you know, completely agree with her, because I mean, please, who knows if Dangote is very light or very black here? Nobody cares.
I'm sure he has pot belly.
Nobody cares. He's successful.
Talking about the tummy, yeah. You know, you mentioned about a lady who has got that big tummy and puts on a crop top and a leggings, and the tummy is everywhere and all that stuff. Now, would you say that the society has put in our minds that we should dress a certain way, and that certain way should be how we should dress?
Yes.
If you have that default, so to speak, in your outlook, you should wear a certain cloth that would merge or that would cover that default.
Absolutely.
Okay, but about covering the default, I think that should be like you should dress to suit your body type. We all have different body types. So you should, I mean, when you watch TV and you see people wearing crop tops, you should be able to see that these people are slim. They can afford to wear crop tops. Crop top will not look good on me, so maybe I should wear peplum. And then, you know, fine. Or even if I'm going to wear a crop top, I can wear high waist and something that would make me look better. Whatever it is, if you don't look good yourself, if somebody says something to you, it will have more effect on you than when you're actually confident in what you're wearing. So in order to create that wall, and so that whatever they say bounces back, you also need to dress well to suit your body type, so you can feel like, please, they're just saying what they like. I know that I look good.
Lastly, now, women supporting women, that is girls supporting girls. Lastly, about girls or women body shaming women, I think that we should more support each other in that aspect, rather than make the person feel uncomfortable that they are looking in such a way that is not so presentable. I think that you should go as far as helping that person to look good, rather than making the person look
why don't you wear this instead of this? Yes.
I think that's like the major drive. That's like the major thing that I think we should also really look at. If we're saying that we're girls for each other, we are sisters, we love each other, we are supporting each other, I think that we should go as far as also helping each other and not body shame each other when it comes to how we look, and we can look presentable. Right?
Yes.
Okay, then. So thank you, girls. Our time is far spent already. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you as well as Chelma, Beni, Abdullah, as well as
Abdullahi.
Abdullahi, as well as Ogara. So yes, thank you guys as well that you listened. I really appreciate that you were able to tune in and listen to the Sisterhood with Andrea and the girls, and I hope that you learned a lot. And if you're one of those that you body shame people, I beg you with God, do not. Well, first of all, if you want to body shame, check yourself out and see that you're good before you body shame other people. All right. In the meantime, have yourself a great evening. Bye for now.